Hello students, welcome back. This is Mrs. Mercado speaking. I hope all of us are excited that we are in week number 15. We are 1 week away from finals week, so the end of the semester is almost here. So I hope all of you are excited about that. Now, because the semester is ending, we need to give it our best. We need to try to do as best as we can on all of our remaining assignments. Now, during week number 15, we are not going to be covering a specific chapter. Rather, we're going to be completing a comprehensive project. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit over what are we going to do week number 15. Okay, make sure that we stay organized. Make sure that if you have any questions, you reach out to me. That way you can get all of your questions clarified. You can ace your final, and then you can go on and enjoy the holidays. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to transition over to Blackboard into our managerial accounting course, and we are going to week number 15. Okay, so in week number 15, there's two things that are going to happen. First of all, you're going to complete your comprehensive project. Second of all, you're going to start reviewing for your final exam. Okay, the final exam review is made available, and I'm going to go through that first because I want you to know that that is available early on in week number 15. That way you can review the information provided on the review. These are the problems that you're going to be seeing, something very similar to this on your final exam. Now, all of the assignments, if you've completed your assignments, you can go back and you can review your past homework assignments. You can get the correct answers. That way you can utilize those assignments as guidance and in preparation for you to be able to complete your final exam successfully. So you go back and you review the specific problems outlined for chapters 21, 22, 23, and 25, and 26, and 28. Go back and identify these specific problems from your assignments, from your homework assignments, and focus on that. Okay, I understand these are open book, open notes tests, but if you plan on winging it and just trying to figure it out the day of the exam, you're not going to do well. You have to prepare ahead of time. So make sure that you go back, you review your prior homework assignments, you take notes, and that you clearly understand what needs to get done in each of those problems so you can be able to, complete them the day of the final exam. The final exam is worth 200 points. That is 20% of your overall grade. So it is very important that you perform well on the final exam. Okay? Each of the problems on your final is worth 25 points for a total of 200 points. Students have 2 attempts to complete the final exam, 3 hours for each attempt, and the highest grade is retained. Okay, so it is very important that you start preparing. Now, I want to be very clear. If you have any questions on any of the problems on the review, you need to get with me this week, week number 15. Okay, I will not be answering any content related questions once the final exam becomes available. So if you are not sure, how to get a number from a specific problem, or you don't know what's going on, you need help, you need support, you need to get with me this week so I can be able to help you out. Okay, I highly encourage that you review all your past homework and try to figure it out. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? If you can't figure out what you did wrong based on the feedback provided on the homework assignment, reach out to me. Just be very specific as to what your question is or what part of the problem you're having issues with. Okay, and then maybe if it's something simple, I can respond via a message, or if it's something that's going to require me to spend 30-40 minutes talking about it, then maybe we can schedule a Zoom session or something like that. Okay, but it's very important that you review week number 15. That way I can address all of your questions or concerns. So the final exam review is available. Now, on top of that, of you starting to prepare for your finals week, you also have a comprehensive project that is due. This comprehensive project is going to be done on an individual basis. It's going to be available all week, so you'll have from Monday through Sunday to complete it. You're going to have 7 full days to complete your comprehensive project. Okay? The comprehensive project will be done on an individual basis, so every student will complete it. And the comprehensive project is composed of three parts. Okay, the first part deals with break-even analysis. Okay, you're going to utilize the high-low method to determine fixed and variable cost. You're going to determine the contribution margin of a product. You're going to determine the fixed cost per month, and you're going to determine the break-even number of the product. Part B, or the second part of the project, deals with budgets. You're going to prepare a production budget, a direct materials purchase budget, a direct labor budget, a factory overhead budget, and a budgeted income statement. So you need to go back to your book and figure out, okay, what part of the book talks about break-even analysis? What part of the book talks about the high-low method? You need to do some investigation and go back and refresh your memory about those specific areas. Okay, what chapter covered budgets? You need to go back and do your research and focus on the chapter that covered budgets. The last part of the project deals with variance analysis. You're going to determine and interpret the direct materials price and quantity variance, the direct labor rate and time variance, the factory overhead controllable variance, and the overhead volume variance. Okay, you will also have 2 attempts for your comprehensive project. Your project is worth, once again, 100 points. That is 10% of your overall grade. Okay. You can use your notes, you can use your book, whatever you need to use to try to complete the project successfully. If you do not score a 70% or greater on your first attempt, I highly encourage that you utilize the second attempt to try to improve your overall grade. Okay? So, this is what you're going to be working on all week, okay, in that project. Okay? Now, pace yourself. I have some students say, well, I just have a project, I'll start it on Sunday at 5 p.m. and then we don't get to finish. Okay, work on it during the week. That way, if you have any questions, I'm able to assist you. Okay, if you email me on Friday night, Saturday, or Sunday, I might not answer to you because I get busy, and I usually use my weekends just like you to work on homework assignments. So I do not guarantee that I will get back with you, but I will guarantee that I'll get back with you if you contact me Monday through Friday, because I work Monday through Friday. It's my job. I need to be there for you. Okay, so if you have a question, it is very important that you review the project during the week. That way you can get your questions answered during the week. Okay, now, what does this project look like? Well, let me go ahead and let me open it for you. That way you can get a feel for it. Okay, let's see if it'll load. Yeah, it's loading. Here we go. So, this is how the project is going to look in Cengage. Now, I am such a nice teacher here that I'm giving you 10 check my works for each of the parts. Okay. Now, what I recommend is, as a student, if I were a student, what I would do is I would work out the whole problem. And I know this sounds terrible, but yes, work out the whole problem. Once you work out the whole problem, then you check your work. And then you start figuring out, okay, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? And then you fix all the ones that you got wrong and you check your work again until you eventually get all of them correct. Okay. So this is the first part of the project that it deals with the break-even analysis. This is the part that you have to complete down here. Now, the second part is a little bit longer. The second part deals with the budgets. Okay, so you have to prepare all of your budgets down here. This is the completion of the budget section. So if you see, it's already set up for you. You just have to utilize the data provided to be able to complete the respective budgets. And you also have 10 check my works for that. And then the last part is the variance analysis. Here you have your different variance analysis that you have to complete. And that is what your project entails. Okay, 3 parts, 100 points each for the total project. So it's 33, 33, and 34 points. That gives you 100 points. And that is what you're going to be completing this week. And the whole purpose of this is not to keep you busy, but for you to practice and review the content that you're going to be seeing on your final, and be able to complete a comprehensive project, something that you would be seeing in the actual workplace. Okay, what would I be doing if I was doing managerial accounting? Well, if you were doing managerial accounting, this is kind of the report or the tasks that you would have to complete. Okay. So that is what's going to be going down on week number 15. Let me close this out. One of our learning objectives in this course is to demonstrate the use of accounting data in the areas of product costing, cost behavior, cost control, and operational and capital budgeting for management decisions. And this project allows us to, satisfy this course learning objective. Okay, so we're putting a lot of measurable items or a lot of things that we need to be able to master in one project. So that is what's going to be completed during this week. Like I said before, the project, 2 tries, the highest grade is retained, and you have all week to complete it. Okay, so you only have one assignment this week, which is the comprehensive project, and it is due on December the 6th. Okay, please start reviewing for your final. Do not leave it for next week. Okay, because next week you should be just taking the final. If you have questions, please reach out to me with your specific questions. Preferably send me a Blackboard message. If you are going to send me an email, make sure that you include your name and the class that you're in. Because sometimes, I have students with the same name in several of my classes, so it's difficult for me to identify who you are or, what class you're in. So just make sure that you identify yourself, your name, the class, the problem, the specific problem number that you're having issues, your attempted solution, and your specific questions. And then I'll get back with you with guidance, or we can schedule a call, or we can schedule a Zoom session, whatever we need to do to get it done. Okay. I also want to, at this point in time, at week number 15, I want you to do me a great favor. Please review your gradebook. Okay, go back and review your Blackboard gradebook. Okay, don't look at the Cengage gradebook. Look at the Blackboard gradebook. Okay, so if you go to your grade center in Blackboard, I'm not going to click there because then all of your grades are going to show up, and I don't want that. But go to your grade center and review all of your work. Okay, all of your grades. Make sure that all of your grades are reflected. Okay, because once week 16 gets here, take the finals. I calculate grades and I submit them. If you find any errors, any missing grades, or any incorrect grades, please contact me immediately. Let me know, hey, miss, I completed this assignment. My grade's not showing up. It's showing up in Cengage, but it's not showing up in Blackboard. So we can get any discrepancies fixed before week number 16. So please take 5 minutes of your time during this week, during week number 15, to review your gradebook in Blackboard and make sure that all of your grades are reflected correctly. Once I submit final grades, they're gone. So make sure that, and I really don't know if you completed all of your assignments. So for me, it's very difficult to guess if you got a 0, you didn't complete the assignment, or it's a system error, that the system's not picking it up. But if you've completed the assignments, so you're able to identify if there's an error. And that way you can communicate with me, and then I'll do the research, and if necessary, I'll make any necessary adjustments to accurately reflect your grade. Okay, so that's just, on the side. Make sure that you do me that great favor. You review your gradebook just so we're safe that all of the grades showing up on your Blackboard gradebook are correct. Okay, so that is basically it for what we're going to be doing week 15. I want to wish you all the best of luck next week on finals. Please make sure that we stay organized, that we review the problems included on your final exam review, and that if you have any questions, you reach out to me. Okay, I'm here to help you out. Stay safe. It's a difficult time of year right now. The COVID cases in our area continue to fluctuate. So let's just try to, keep our distance, wash our hands, wear our masks, avoid large social gatherings, which I know it's difficult during this time of year, but we just need to take as much precaution as we can. And let's finish the semester strong. We've got one more week to go, and we are done with the fall 2020. Okay, so that's it for this short lecture. Until next week, take care. Bye-bye.